What is up, YouTube? This is the Peekaboo here, bringing you another black and white Wi-Fi battle. This one is an underused tier match against Crispy Melon 44, and I will be using my stall team once again. Now, let's look at his team. He's got a pretty solid team. He's got the Firegrass Water Core, and then he's got Dusclops, Heracross, and Jolteon. Now, possible leads on his side, I was anticipating either the Jolteon or the Empoleon. Jolteon because it's pretty good as a lead and a scouter since it can go for the Volt Switch if the matchup is unfavorable, and Empoleon because he can set up Stealth Rocks, and I don't really have a great counter for him. And I'm going to lead off with the Roserade because I can counter both of those, but as you can see by the team preview, he does end up leading off with Heracross, which is a physical monster, and that's going to force me to switch out. So I believe I'm going to switch into my Hitmontop because I can pull off the Intimidate, but he's actually going to switch out as well, which kind of confirms that he is probably not Choice Scarfed, and fearing the Sleep Powder, and that's why he brought in his Shaman, because he can take the Sleep Powder with ease because of the natural curability. But now I'm going to bring in my Roserade once again because it pretty much counters Shaman really nicely, since I can take Life Orb Hidden Power Fires with ease since I am max HP and max special defense, and I could start setting up some entry hazards. So I'm going to set up my first layer spikes, and basically entry hazards are a fundamental requirement on a stall team, since without spikes there's no way a stall team will function well. So at this point I'm predicting another hidden power fire, so I am going to go for the rest since I can live the hit and heal all the way back to full, but he actually brings in an Arcanine. Now, Arcanines are relatively physically based, but some are mixed, and I kind of want to scout what kind of set he is. So I know Rhyperior is a pretty good counter in general because I can take close combats with ease because of solid rock ability, and I carry max HP and max defense with a plus defense nature. So he is going to go for the Overheat, and that does a lot of damage despite the resistance, and that tells me he's mixed, but mostly specially based. So I kind of am worrying about the Hidden Power Grass, but luckily for me he is going to switch out, and I'm thinking I can live in Hidden Power Grass because he's at -2 and I've got Solid Rock, so that's why I do stay in and set up the Stealth Rocks. So I've got a couple of entry hazards, so that is beneficial. Now I'm going to bring in my Umbreon, as I know I can counter this Dusclops, and if he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, my Synchronize ability will get his own Dusclops burn, but he ends up double switching and bringing in this Arcanine, and that was a really great play because Arcanine is going to be able to deal a lot of damage to Umbreon, which I wasn't expecting at all because I thought since this Arcanine is specially based, a super effective close combat shouldn't be doing too much, and Umbreon is pretty bulky, so I know I can take a hit, but wow, that does a lot of damage. That nearly takes me out, and I'm going to actually predict the switch and go for the Yawn. So that kind of sucks. Now I'm left with a pretty much dead Umbreon, and Umbreon's really important because it is a pseudo phaser, it's my healer, and it's my heal beller. And now I'm going to predict either the fire type move or the close combat again, but he actually predicts that. Really nice prediction and goes for the wild charge. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Now, my initial plan was to bring in Moltres, take any hit, and then as Arcanine falls asleep, I can set up a sub and start whirlwinding and phasing things, but unfortunately, he's actually going to go for the Wild Charge, and the Recoil and the Life Orb is actually going to take himself out, so my plan doesn't really work out well at all, and I'm left with a almost dead Moltres. So he's going to bring in that Empoleon and set up some rocks. I'm going to predict that because I knew he wasn't going to go for the Scald right off the bat, and I'm just going to phase him out. And right here, he's going to go for the rest. Don't really know why, because I'm actually going to set up a substitute here because I know Shamans cannot touch Moltres because most of them carry the Grass Stab, Hidden Power Fire or Ice, and then Earth Power. So I'm free to set up a sub, and I'm just going to start whirlwinding things again, predicting the switch. And yeah, this Empoleon is getting his HP chipped away at gradually by gradually. So that's pretty good because Empoleon is pretty much the biggest threat against my team, since I don't really have a great counter, since the only thing that could deal super effective damage against Empoleon is my Rhyperior, but it's going to get taken down by a Scald, so that's why it's not really a great counter at all. So Yeah, now it's Moltres versus Dusclops. I'm just gonna go for the flamethrower here, just to deal some damage. I was actually predicting him to switch out into Empoleon again. Unfortunately, that didn't quite happen. Now he's gonna bring in Empoleon as I go for the Roost, which kind of sucked because had I gone for the flamethrower again, that would have been a solid 2-hit KO at that point. But I guess I overpredicted or not predicted at all and went for the Roost. So I don't want to stay in and take a Surf or Scald, so I am going to switch and bring in my Roserade. And I was kind of half checking if he has the Ice Beam or not, because he would have went for the Ice Beam there, knowing that I would switch into my Roserade. But I see that he actually carries Roar, so most Empoleons that carry Roar don't usually carry the Ice Beam, so that's pretty important information because looking at my team, I don't have any ice resistances as well, or at all, and I have 3 ice weaknesses, so that's not good at all. Now, I'm gonna bring in my Hitmontop here because I can threaten him out with the super effective high jump kick, as he actually goes for the Toxic. Now, a Toxic Hitmontop really sucks because Hitmontop is there to wall things, but that really doesn't matter at all because I do carry Rest on my Hitmontop as well as like all my other Pokemon, so it's no big deal. And I do carry Heal Bell on my Umbreon, so I know he's gonna bring in this Dusclops, so that's why it's a perfect opportunity to go for the Foresight, so I can start rapid spinning and getting rid of those Stealth Rocks. And as I do go for the rapid spin, he's gonna switch out once more, and because Dusclops is at such a low HP and he switched out, it's pretty much useless because it's just gonna die to entry hazards once he brings it in again. So yeah, I'm gonna switch out because I don't want to take any of Jolteon's hits. I know I can potentially take one Specs Thunderbolt, but I really don't want to. So I'm actually predicting him to go for the Hidden Power Grass, knowing that I have a Rhyperior to be immune of the Electric type hit. So that's why I was thinking Grass would be the perfect time. It would be the perfect time for him to go for the Grass. So that's why I went for that's why I went into Roserade. Now, thank God he didn't have the Hidden Power Ice because that would have done massive damage to Roserade. And now because he's locked into Hidden Power Ice, I can set up another layer of spikes as he brings in this Heracross. And this Heracross doesn't really threaten me at all because my Rhyperior, if you guys don't believe me, it can actually take 3 Choice Scarf close combats, which is absolutely ridiculous. And this Hitmontop can take a lot of close combats as well because of the Intimidate ability. So I'm actually going to go for the high jump kick, thinking that I would take him out because he's at -2 defense. But almost takes him out, but because I don't really have any attack investment, I'm actually not going to be able to take him out, and I'm left with 8 HP. So I'm going to switch out here because I know he's probably going to go for the close combat once more, and he's at -1. So I can take that with a Moltres really easily. And he's actually going to bring in the Jolteon, which successfully counters my Moltres, and I'm going to switch out once more, and I'm going to bring in my Roserade because, yet again, because he doesn't carry the Hidden Power Ice, he carries the Grass. I pretty much fully wall him. His best move he can pull is the Shadow Ball, and that's neutral and unstab, so that's not going to do much at all. So he doesn't even bother switching out because he knows he's going to die to entry hazards when he brings the Jolteon in once more. So he's just going to continually go for the Thunderbolt as I just go for the spikes. Now, I got all my layers of spikes at this point, so this is good. But because he got the critical hit on the first Thunderbolt, I really want to heal up because I want to leave my Roserade at a pretty good amount of health to take Shaman's Hidden Power Fires with ease. So that's why I went for the rest. I'm going to go into my Hitmontop here as Death Fodder. And yeah, Hitmontop's just going to die. It's pretty much useless because it's at 8 HP. There's no way I'm going to save this Hitmontop. And yeah, I'm going to go back into my Roserade because I know he's locked into Thunderbolt, and I can go for the Sludge Bomb and take him out. And my Roserade can pretty much take, pretty much beats the rest of his Pokemon because I have a more favorable matchup. Because he has pretty much his Empoleon left and his Shaman left. The other two, his Heracross and his Dusclops, are pretty much dead after Spikes and Entry Hazard Recoil. So he's going to bring in his Shaman. No problemo. I've got my Sludge Bomb. After the Life Orb Recoil, in the entry hazards, Sludge Bomb should easily take out the Shaman, despite the fact that I don't carry any special attack investment, and Shaman is pretty bulky with base 100 HP and defenses. So his last Pokemon, that isn't going to get taken down by entry hazards is his Empoleon, and I don't really have a great Empoleon counter, like I said, because I cannot bring in my Rhyperior since he does carry that Scald. So I'm just going to set up some Leech Seed and eventually wear him out with Leech Seed damage. I do have one other Pokemon, which is my Spiritomb. I believe I haven't used him in this battle, but he functions as a emergency Pokemon. Basically, if I cannot take down a Pokemon, or if I'm in a Stally or a Stally matchup, I do bring in my Spiritomb to go for the curse and 4 switches. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a curse here. And after Leech Seed and curse damage, he should be able to die within 1 to 2 turns. So that's my plan. And he actually goes for the Toxic just as a last minute thing. There's really no way he can take down 6 Pokemon with a Empoleon. So that is going to be unfortunate for him because his Empoleon's going to die this turn, and his Dusclops is pretty much dead. So this is going to be the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle. If you guys enjoyed this stall match, please be sure to leave a like. And yeah, I do have a Facebook, so guys, if you do have a Facebook, definitely feel free to like my fan page. I'll leave that in the description below. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this match, feel free to tell me through the comment section below. And yeah, this is the Peekawoo. Thank you for watching my battle, and peace out, guys.